Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, Royals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Everyone should come out on the veranda. Grab your tea, your coffee, your water. If you just finished walking at the track, congratulations to you. If you did your yoga or Pilates in your house, congratulations to you. If you weren't able to do any of those things and you just did your morning stretches, honey, congratulations to you. If you happen to have woke up black and beautiful for no goddamn reason, congratulations to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all is? Okay, look, hit the like button, help your girl out. Y'all know I didn't do nothing I was supposed to do. I did not get up early enough. I did make sure the text notifications went out. I didn't send a personal text. I did post in Discord. I did post on the community tab, and that's gonna have to be what it is for this morning. It's gonna have to be that, and I'm gonna tell you why. One, we've got to talk about this reunion trailer. I see why it was only two parts. Hell, they could have done it in 45 minutes. That and and I'm gonna have to come back in a little bit because we got to talk about Quentin the crackhead and his non-apology. We're gonna have a discussion, a quick one, because I feel like we drugged the skin off his ashy knees last night, and I figured since he came with his non-apology and everything, that we're gonna go ahead and drag the skin off of his overly rotund head. I think that's what we're gonna do in a little bit. So just give me about a little bit of just a little smidge of time, and we'll be back to address Quentin the crackhead. Y'all call him Dineva's non-apology. We'll be back for that in just a smidge. So I ain't really had time to do all the little extras that I normally do. I didn't. But we're gonna talk about this reunion trailer. Child, look. Oh Lord, things is happening. Things is happening. Things is happening. These people are crazy, and apparently they think we are too. Apparently they think we are too. Bianca, we have a person that is a little uncomfortable in the chat. You know, keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on him. He popped up at the last minute last night, and he's back. He's back today, being strange. Sir, I don't know who you are, nor do I necessarily care. Your behavior is strange. Black women have no interest in being fetishized, and I don't know if you're intending to do that. Whether your intention is to troll, I can tell you one thing and one thing for sure: you in the wrong place, sugar. You in the wrong place. You on a B1 station pushing some bull crap against black women. You might want to be careful. You might want to be careful. Now, if you don't have any input about the topic that we're talking about, I would advise you to go talk to your mama. That would probably be the safest woman for you to talk to right now. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, because the black divine feminine is at an all-time high at this particular moment. And I don't think you want to be in the room for that. I don't think you could survive it, doll. Now let me greet who's here. Y'all keep hitting that like button. Please help me out. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. God's anointed daughter. Hey sis, how you doing? Uh-oh, she said it's fruitful Friday. Blessings, everybody. Yes, be fruitful. I pray that everybody's whatever you got going on, I pray that it multiplies. If it's good, if it's good, it is good. Hey, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Multiplication. Hey Jay Delaray, I want to see if you got a business, let it multiply. If you got $100 in your bank account, let it multiply. Okay. If you woke up and you was beautiful this morning, let it multiply, honey. If your booty is bigger than your waist, let it multiply. I want everything good in our lives to multiply. I like that. Be fruitful Fridays. Hey, Quiet Storm 87. It's Country Girl Queena. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? All right. Beautiful is in the chat. Y'all know she telling y'all to hit that like button. Don't do me like that, please. Country girl Queena is here. You must not be working, girl. You off today? You ain't never off. Hey, Leah. That's right. This is all. Every day is the day that the Lord has made. Ain't a day we live that He didn't make. All of them. ALLUM. All of them. Hey, Fifi ASP. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Virgo Gal. Hey, how you doing? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. We're all in our places. Hey, Darren Hood, how are you? The beautiful Cece Miller. That's my sis. Good morning. Happy Friday morning, sis. We love you, love you, love you. I feel like a whole fan when I see Cece. That's my girl. That's my girl. Ashley. All right, all right. Good to see you. Y'all up this morning, huh? Hey, cool gamer. Always cool, always in the house. I know that's right, Miss Kaiser. So say up in here. Who else we got up in here? Up in here. All right. See, Ashley say that they need 45 minutes with 23 minutes, 7 for commercials. Ooh, I can tell from this trailer we about to get a whole lot of nothing, y'all. A whole lot of nothing, some insults and some dramatic fake acting. Leah said, well, I done had to semi-cut the food. Someone banging on my front. Ooh, so me and my black folding door proceeded to see who it was. You had your folding chair, girl. Listen, that I know for a fact them folding chair sales went up. Right, this random person. This random person. I'm just like, look, ain't nobody got time for that. I don't know where the hell you think you are. I don't know who the hell you think you talking to. I'm still trying to put Florida back in the box. She ain't all the way back in the box. You might want to be careful. Hey, Shani. Uh-oh, it's my girl, Southern Ivy. Hey. Mm-hmm. Darren said they could have did everything in one night. And they could have. And they could have. This is ridiculous. They could have. It is ridiculous. I'm like, what do you need 2 parts for? But let me be clear. I do not want to be ungrateful because they could have tortured us for 3 and y'all would have wanted me to watch it. So I'm going to be real grateful. I'm going to be real happy. I'm going to just trust in the Lord that I can make it through the 2 because at the end of the day, they could have said 3 and I'd have been crying for 3 weeks in a row. Hey, Queen of Hearts, KS. I'd have been crying like Deborah Cox. How did I get here? I'd have been crying. Hey, Allie from Miami, you listening at work? Have a great day at work, sis. Miss Kaiser so saying thank you so much for the super chat. She says showing our lovely Porch some love. I appreciate it. I do. My first supporter the whole day. That is so awesome. Thank you. Bless you. Sin City from NOLA. Good morning, girl. Good morning, girl. Y'all hit that like button. Get in here, get in here, get in here. Sweet beloved, how you doing? All right. Good morning. Jay De La Rey said, am I the only one that think the reunion trailer looked better than the whole season? Absolutely. It absolutely looked better than the whole season, but sis, that wasn't hard to do. Shakuru, where you been? Hey, girl. It's so good to see you. Hey, DV. How are you? Tay. Hey. How you doing? Y'all hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Dagnabbit. Thank you. Lord have mercy. Y'all know my sis be on the phone. And I don't know why she does that, but she do. Um, she say she could tell from the trailer that Candy is whack like always. I can too. I can too. Look, y'all, come on, hit the like button and come on in and get comfortable. So, this is a mess. This is what you call a grade A mess. A grade A mess. First of all, remember Andy Cohen was like, oh, I got the shadiest receipt, the shadiest receipt. So I don't know what the shadiest receipt was. God only knows at this point. It looks like Sheree brought in some Shein news or somebody did. It was something corny. Like, God only knows. I have no idea. It was a lot. It was a lot of nothing is what it looks like. Hey C Mays, good morning. So you doing a drive by to hit the like button and back out in the field. I know that's right, but I'm glad you slid through, sis. Y'all hit the like button. So that, and then the fact that Drew made a big deal that she didn't get the bag and she wanted the bag. And I'm just sitting here like, you could have, by now, you could have purchased that bag from that lady. It's a whole year later. You still ain't got the bag. You didn't want the bag. You just wanted something to talk about. No, Nick. So Sheree gave her a bag and looked like she gave Candy a bag with the directors. You know, what is that thing called that the directors use when they say and scene, cut, action, take one? What is that thing called? Some of you smart people. Because I don't know what that's called. But she had one of those in there for Candy for and scene. I thought that was a cute gag gift. Ain't nothing like a good little gag gift or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. Anywho, so I thought that was interesting. What else did I see? I might have to pull it so I can, y'all might hear some audio, but I know not to play any footage from Bravo. I love myself too much for that. Hey, Tiffany J. Okay, so Bianca, maybe you time this person out and this creature still doesn't know how to behave. So go ahead and help him up out the door. We don't do goddesses around here, honey. There's only one God. Okay. Now, we don't have a problem with heathens if that's what you do, but get up out my chat with that nonsense before I say something racially insensitive. It's close. Leah said the ultimate shade for me was Kenya and those phone records. But the thing is, okay, first of all, hold on. Let me get through this. Yeah, clapboard. Thank you, Quiet Storm 86. I knew one of y'all was gonna know. Leah say throw some salt after he leave. I ain't gonna throw no salt. He is the salt. Up in here with that nonsense. Ain't nobody asked you for that. Nobody. Not a soul. And that type of thing is not cute. Not interested. You're disgusting. See, these are the type of people that try to, this is also a result of Black men being negative, aggressive, and unprotective toward Black women. You have people from other races that think it's cute to do things like that. They think that because Black men have become so traitorous that we would ever allow such creatures to lay one finger on us. Let me tell you my theory before I finish with my commentary about this reunion trailer. Okay. I feel, and this is just my personal opinion, since we had such a creature in my chat, I'm not sure where this stray animal would have wandered in from. However, I feel as though, hey, happy to be happy. We happy you made it. I feel as though when something is rare, it's more valuable. Is that not so? Is that not the genuine or the general consensus? Is that when something is rare, it has more value? Isn't that true? I thought so. I think we like precious stones because they're not as readily accessible as quartz or agate or amethyst. Like we like precious stones because they're rare. We like gold because you can't just pick it up laying on the ground. We like things that are valuable, and the more rare something is, the more valuable it is, to my understanding. Bear in mind, I'm just a little barefoot country girl from Ocala, Florida. Hello, good night. So please understand. Thank you, Cece. I see the bullseye, so I must be on to something. So let's be clear. It doesn't matter if there are 1 million dust devils being traitors and disrespectful toward Black women. If there are 1 million dustish Black looking males, because they're clearly not Black men, the fact that Black men who are decent still exist and they just happen to be in fewer numbers, in my opinion, it makes them more valuable. And I feel as though I'm worth something that's valuable. So you may not get the quantity because valuable things will never be in high numbers. You're never going to find a whole lot of anything that's valuable. But I know for a fact that I am valuable, which is why I am with a Black man who has value. I would never, could never, have never engaged in nor found it cute for people who belong to other racial and ethnic groups to think that because we have been mistreated and devalued by the dustish community, that we don't have a right to put our standards all the way up and say that we will simply wait for a Black man of timber and caliber to show his face and prove his worth to take charge of that role as the man in our lives. Like, we don't need you coming over here. Oh, Black goddesses, you must be talking about your mammy. Get away from here. I am not a blue light special. Neither are my sisters. We are not on the clearance rack. We're not desperate for attention. We're not so vexed by being insulted by dustish Americans that we're grateful for the likes of you coming in to pander and fetishize. Please find something to do with yourself. It just feels musky and dirty. None of us are interested in catching diphtheria, dysentery, any hemorrhagic fevers, or anything else that hails from your part of the world. We're not interested. Okay? I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Let me tell you something. I have such an inflated sense of self. You would never find me digging around with snow creatures of any sort. Not snow adjacent. You're not going to catch me doing it. So you're in the wrong place with that garbage. I find it highly offensive. You're offending me and my sisters. Now go find something to do. Wash your hands or something. Learn proper hygiene techniques. Work on that. And leave Black women alone. Leah said, at this point, I feel a good man is either deceased or waiting to be born. No, it's about 12 of them. That's why they're so valuable. They like the disciples, girl. Jen Jones in the house. What's going on, sis? I'm serious, Jay Delaray. I find it so offensive. At this point, I feel like we need to rent billboards and tell people to leave Black women alone. Who asked you? Who called you? Who pressed your button? Who tugged your leash? Who opened your cage door? If you don't get back to the slums from which you crawled, how dare you? How dare you? Which kind of TV this? We're in here to talk about the Housewives trailer, and here come creatures crawling out from the muck to be insulted to Black women. Who asked you? Y'all don't know how hard I'm trying to hold my mouth right now. That's why y'all keep getting these pauses, because I know, listen, There's a reason I don't let that other part of me loose too much. Because once it get loose, it's hard to contain that heifer. All right? It's hard to contain that heifer. So back to this reunion trailer. All right? All right? Let's go back. First of all, the like I said, we see Sheree giving out the bags. This is after Andy with the Shein news. And we get a split screen of everybody looking through it. She gives out the bags. The was it the clapper? Y'all told me what it was. The clapper was in there for Candy so she could say and seen. Yeah, I'm holding my tongue. I'm holding it. That's right, Queen. Tell them get on down the road, critter. Like let me tell you something. Black women, can we normalize not taking disrespect from anybody? Y'all hit the like button. Can we normalize, please, not taking disrespect from anybody? Not from a single solitary soul. I mean, nobody. Not from black men, not from clear men, not from clear adjacent men, not from cloudy men, not from gay men, not from straight men, not from other races of people. Hell, not even from other black women. If a sister is off cold, we need to check her too. Can we please normalize not accepting disrespect from nobody? We're just not doing it. We're not interested. Hey, Miss Gardner. And every time it happens, we need to check it immediately. Don't tolerate it. Hey, the divine Miss M. Child, we had a critter to come crawling in here, being disgusting and rude, and it made my skin itch. I had a whole allergic reaction to the bull crap this morning. The nerve. Jen Jones said exactly. We got to defend ourselves. Our babies are watching. You know what? It's funny you say that, sis, because there was a point when my children were much younger, and I would always say, if you try me and I'm by myself, it could go either way. If you try me and my children are present, I am going to stomp a mud hole in you, and I'm going to walk it dry, because I got to make the point to my children that they are safe, that they do not take disrespect, and my daughters need to understand a woman has power. You don't let any man disrespect you. So, funny you should say so. Oh, CC Miller, thank you, sis. She sent some a cash app and some love. She said for always keeping it 100. I appreciate you. Thank you. And that's all your girl know how to do. That's all I know how to do. Sometimes, it bothers people. It bothers others, and it bothers black women who are dedicated to being cowardly and butt kissers when they run across a sister who ain't doing none of that. Yeah, he had a creepy vibe, and don't nobody need it. Hey, Monique, what's up, gorgeous? But yeah, it was the idea. Like, first of all, we call each other beautiful. We don't need the likes of you crawling up in here with that goddess crap every other goddamn comment. How dare you? Negro, we love Jesus over here. Get up out of here with that. Jen Jones said verbal assault cuts deeper than the physical. Girl, when my children were younger, they would see the verbal assault and mama go grabbing weapons and whatnot too. All that could go down. All of it. I have never been anybody to accept disrespect. The divine Miss M said, Queen, you sound like me at a parent-teacher conference. Heifer tried me and failed. It be that way sometimes. It just does. So look, back to this thing, y'all. I'm trying not to get off on a tangent, but he really sent me. I'm not sure exactly who he thought I was. When you try to control yourself, some people come in with their toxicity and try to take advantage of that. So y'all, after the bags went out, after the director's clapper, I think y'all told me. If I got it wrong, let me know. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I am. I don't mean no harm. I just, memory bad. After the director's clapper came out, and Candy hit her with the end scene. Then we get a back and forth about with Sheree and Candy about surgeries and stuff. And, Sheree jumped up, to let them know, like, with the body telling Candy you could never, which, if we gonna be honest, we all know Candy could never. Candy likes food. And I'm not mad at her because I be liking food too. I do. I be liking food and my knees and ankles and stuff bad. So I can't do all that working out. Like that ain't on the agenda for me. However, I guess she threw shots about the shots and stuff that Candy done got, and Candy tells her, "You got all the shots in your face." And I'm like, girl, her touching her face, what does that mean? Candy, you done touched yours. You touched your nose, you done touched your eyes, you done touched your whole face. So what if she touched her face more? It don't change what she had to say about the body, but I guess we have to wait for context on that to see exactly why they even got into that. They too old for that. She too old and Sheree too old to be going back and forth about who found it and who. Because we don't need, it ain't like we need a judge, a jury. We don't need nothing to discover who's found her. We know Sheree found it than her. We know this. We get Kenya throwing insults at Marlo. Like, girl, you did that on Carlos King. It's just weird at this point. It's giving obsessed. I don't even know what to call it. Telling her she looked like Mrs. Roper. I think that's the look she was going for, Kenya. It's like, she always missed the mark and she focuses on the insult, never gets the context. That girl clearly went for 70s resort wear. Clearly that's what she was going for. And she nailed it. Like, spot on. The heifer is bad. Meanwhile, Kenya's wearing somebody's art project. There's feathers, sequins. We discussed this. There's sheer fabric. There's feathers. There's sequins. There's cutouts. There's feathers on the sleeve. Different feathers on the tail of the dress. I mean, everything's going on. Look like she got molten lava gel spray, all type of stuff in her hair that doesn't work for her. Like, she looks like an art project. And you trying to come for somebody who literally gave us 70s resort realness. Okay, honey. I mean, listen, obsession is a dangerous thing. It's scary too. It's very scary. Then we back to this kiss mess. I don't know why Andy Cohen allowed them to bring this back, but just to let y'all know, this is what we in for at this reunion. So we see Candy, him asking Candy, and Candy saying, "No, I saw what I saw. Okay, I definitely saw it. I didn't lie on her." And Drew is like, "Oh, that was Candy Coated Nights. That wasn't me." And I'm not sure why that happened, but that happened. Then we look at the dressing. There's a dressing room scene where Ralph is in there. Looked like Courtney was in there talking to Ralph. And for whatever reason, Drew's sister is there, and she's at Ralph's dressing room door, and she's trying to get rowdy with Courtney behind the scenes or something. And so she's like, "Did you call me a B?" She said, "Yeah, I called you one." And she's like, "But you don't use that word." Oh well, she used it today. And I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what's going on with that. So then we also get to find out that Ralph comes out on the stage. It looks as though, that they're going to have a conversation. We find out from Kenya, or I don't know whether that's true or not. I don't know the context of it. But she says that Marlo's phone number is on Mark's phone records. And if it is, so what? I'm sorry, that may sound cold, but if it is, so what? Not your twins' mama in the house. I'm up here running my mouth. I ain't see you come in, sis. Yes. So I just I don't get it. Y'all ain't together no more. Y'all don't know. You don't know what they was talking about. So what? Leah said, "I just wish we as women could love our natural selves. I appreciate every stretch mark, rose, and other things." I don't wish that. I wish women could do what the hell they wanted to do without people policing other women. If you want to be natural, sis, be natural. It's beautiful. If another sister want to be plastic from head to toe and have her own Tupperware party, God darn it, that's her business. If it makes her feel good, Black women should do what makes them feel good. They should do what makes them feel good. The only time stuff like that matters is when you start comparing yourself to other women. That's why I'm confused as to why Sheree and Candy at their big age are up here comparing themselves to each other. You do what the hell make you feel good. If Sheree want to touch herself in the face, go on touch it. Go on touch it. What am I going to tell you? If you want to touch your body, touch it. If you want to make your booty look like a wisdom tooth, go ahead on. I mean, do your thing. But we have to let women do whatever the hell make them feel good, because you the one got to look in the mirror. You got to live with your body. You are the only person that you can't get away from. Ralph did look nervous, Darren. He did. Ralph looked as nervous as when that situation happened. Mm-hmm. Yes, child. I said a Tupperware party. I mean that. Yeah, I wonder how that constitutes being subpoenaed. I guess she want to like get her in court to find out why he called her, whatever. But how is that material to? How is that material to you and this fake divorce and very much fighting over custody of this poor baby? At this point, this poor baby, because she's really caught up in a tailspin between her mama and her sperm donor. Like, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, because according to Kenya, during that Carlos King interview, they not fighting over money. It's over the rights to film with that poor baby. Hey, Angela Davis. So God only knows. And knowing Kenya, she ain't going to tell the truth. If she saw Marlo's number at all, and I do mean if, that's a strong if, because we know she loved to lie. We don't know the context. We don't know whether she called him. We don't know whether he called her. We don't know whether he reached out to find out about the dough kicking. We don't know if it had something to do with some restaurant stuff in New York. We don't know nothing. We don't know nothing about context. And if it don't have nothing to do with what's going on with her, him, and that poor baby, why the hell why are we supposed to care that her number was in his phone? Why are we supposed to care? What is Kenya trying to make us believe? That now Marlo going with him, that man ain't got enough money. He's still trying to get money from you, girl. You and Candy the only one like broke men. I doubt she wants your fake husband, Kenya. I'm not sure exactly. Right, Queen. I'm like, make that make sense. I guess that's supposed to be a bombshell for us to be like, ooh, child, bye. Tell me what it was in context to before I'm gonna give a darn that she had a conversation with that man. What does it have to do with you? Y'all clearly ain't together. Shannon said Marla never had no beef with Mark ever since that function he had. Maybe she kept in touch with him. Could have, because he was very decent to her despite Kenya acting like an idiot. Right, Angela? Tell him again. We don't care nothing about that. I don't care. I don't care. It don't matter. The Divine Miss M say, how does she get his bill? Is she paying that too? She probably is. Sugar mama. It's true. It's true, Allie. Don't nobody like broke men but her and Candy. They have a penchant for the financially disabled. Hey, Doodlebug. Say, remember when Kenya's number was in Apollo phone? Child. Back down memory lane. You done took us back down there. Doodlebug. You supposed to sing it when you gonna go there. If you gonna go down memory lane, Doodlebug, you got to sing it. I love you. Ashley say her stupid logic. If I don't like them, you can't like them. Well, guess what? They're not together. So on that note, and by that logic, he gets to like everybody she don't like. Hell, Donald Trump phone number might be in their phone, because he clearly don't like her, so he got a right to like everybody she don't like with her slow self. Slowness. Shannon say, that's right. Sing it, Shannon. Back down memory lane. Why she crying about who phone number in her phone? Doodlebug say he would go. Doodlebug say they're gonna take you back down memory lane, darling. Oh, sugar. Hey, Simply Diamond. Say where these bluebirds come from. What you doing with bluebirds? Where the bluebirds at, girl? But yeah, so that had happened. All right. It looks as though Sheree. Baby, look, y'all say what y'all want to say about Sheree. Sheree ain't exactly a winner chicken dinner. But every now and then, Sheree come through with some stuff. Baby, Sheree done got some screenshots of text messages between Ty and Drew. Yes, God. And look like the people is up there reading them, y'all. The people is reading the messages, y'all. What type of stuff is this? Bad enough Rashida is out here in social media talking about that Ty and Drew is chilling together and things been happening. I said, oh my. Ellie from Miami said, why would Kenya be all up in Mark's phone? She expects us to believe that Marlo allows Kenya to scroll up and down her phone. Child, she talking about it's something called discovery. Girl, bye. Bye, girl. Bye. Y'all is not together. He can talk to anybody he want to. And what we do know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, is that it ain't nothing romantic. Because it ain't enough zeros in that man's bank account. You know it, I know it, and the Lord know it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, you pretend dating Roy, bringing him around your child. So you surely can't be on somewhere. We ain't technically a divorce yet, which we know y'all ain't married. But you can't even be on that. So why you talking to women? Because you sure talking to men claiming that you're screwing it all. So it ain't that. Then, if he talking to Marlo, so what? Let's just say, okay, let's play the what if game. What if he hit the Powerball and became a billionaire? What if, right? And what if Marlo say, well, you know, I can overlook that nose ring for the right amount of zeros. Let's be friends, Mark. What would you do? What you gonna do about it? Ooh, what you gonna do? Because you don't went with people husbands and you friends with hoes that go with people husbands. Hell, according to you, one of your whole friends was going with Bob while he was married to Sheree. What Luda said, whole activities with whole tendencies. Hoes are your friends. Hoes are your enemies. So why on earth would you be having a hissy fit of this woman numbers in this man's phone? Girl, get a grip. That man ain't coming back to you. He never wanted you. Your weird behavior and your nastiness didn't make him want you. Now he wants to get paid, and apparently, according to you, we still don't know if it's true, but according to you, he want to film with this child that he donated sperm for. That man don't want you, so why do you care who in his phone? Yeah, Andy passed the messages around with the screenshots with Drew and Ty is what it looked like. Darren Hood said Sheree can do whatever she want and do just like Candy is allowed to address this and that on her channel. That's true. That's true now. Listen, turnabout is fair play. Turnabout is fair play. That's right. But every now and then, Sheree will give us one, y'all. Angela Davis says Sheree was able to create a booklet in a couple of days, but took 14 years for Sheen by Sheree. I mean, you could say that, but we don't know who made the booklet. She might have actually paid somebody to do it. Or somebody could have did it for her for free. Here, Anthony could have did it for her because he wanted to burn some folks. We don't know what happened. Sheree might not even been good for that. I'm talking about Sheree coming up with them text messages between Ty and Drew, because that was a lot for me. I said, oh my. Oh my. And then hey Dana Cutler, what's up, Miss Black and Yellow? And then yes. But that's actually from Use a Hoe. Jen Jones say now Sheree definitely learned from Monique how to gather info. I don't know who she learned it from, But somebody sure helped her get that. I believe that was Anthony. Anthony is something else. Listen, in my opinion, Drew shouldn't have never made friends with Anthony. Because listen, when he was no longer her friend, baby, Anthony came for the juggler. I believe Anthony helped Sheree get them text messages. I do. Darren says Sheree sometimes posts a few videos of her working out. Right. That's what Sheree know how to do. Hey, Velda. Okay. You say I believe it was Anthony too. I think so. I think Drew made the worst enemy. She made the wrong enemy. Because, okay, let me tell y'all why I say this, because this is really my theory. If you hear it somewhere else, know that you heard it here first. All right? He was her assistant, right? He was working for her. He was comfortable enough that he had her number, Ralph's number. He could talk to Ralph about his wife and everything was going to be copacetic, right? Uh-huh. All right. Now, who's to say that he don't know how to get into her online account for her phone? He might have been paying the phone bill for her when they split or whatever. Drew, stupid behind, probably didn't even change the password. He was probably still able to get into her online account and get copies of her text messages. How else? Who else? Because I doubt Ty gave it up. Ty be around here ho-hopping and getting caught. Ty ain't the kind of person to go leak no info. So how else would Sheree have gotten them? Like, think about that. Unless y'all think Drew told on herself, it's giving Anthony. It's giving Anthony. Drew made the wrong enemy. She's so simple-minded. She's not that bright. She's always acting like she's on a movie. Like, she's not able to think her way through things. Apparently, this child think the real life is just like a show or a TV show or something. Like, it don't work like that. It don't. I feel like this was Anthony's doing, y'all. Jen Jones say Ty got these Atlanta women losing their mind. They got them losing something. Losing their religion. Dana Cutler say Drew's eyes are too apart. Lives too much air. It leaves too much air in her brain. Oh wow. All right. Jen Jones say Ralph is in technology. Who's to say he didn't give it to Anthony so his hands will stay clean? Ooh, could be. Because when Ralph come out there, she acting like, I don't know why you here. And Andy was like, do you think y'all could make up or whatever? And he was like, sure, I love my wife, but Ralph might be full of crap. You're right. Ralph might have been the one to hand it over and then pretend like, nope, I still love her. So that way won't nobody look at him about that stuff coming out. And it looks like they got Drew had some messages on him or something, because I seen Andy read something that said, when you gonna bring that D back? So we know that couldn't have been Ty, because Ty's a whole woman. She bleed every month, just like the rest of us. So that had to be something to do with Ralph or whatever. And so when he told her he loves her, she talking about, you said you getting your D sucked all over the world. Girl, you getting your behind chewed on right there in Atlanta. So what does it matter that he went out of town to do it? At least he respected you enough to leave town or leave the country, because you right there in the same city, in the same area code, pun intended, being a hoe with a woman. Girl. Drew. Now. And so then she started that dramatic stuff. You know, every time she started that fake dramatic stuff, her neck go further and further down into her shoulders. And Ralph said, you acting right now. All she could do was that little weird stomp off where, you know, that neck never comes back out. But she did that little weird stomp off. And child, we even got Candace talking about, well, I know for a fact, I believe she was gaslighting Ralph the way she just sat up on this chair and just lied. So it don't look like it's so great between Candy and Drew at this moment. I honestly never thought it really was. I thought that Candy needed numbers, you know, so they could try to run Marlo off, and it just didn't work out. You could kind of tell that Kenya didn't really like Drew either, the way she did her in Portugal, and was like, okay, what's the $1,000 split 8 ways? Like them girls really wasn't checking for Drew. And so now we see it. If you ask me, y'all, I think this is like all that we gonna see on this reunion. I don't think anything exciting is going to be seen on this reunion. I think what we saw in this clip is all this. I think that's all. And I think it's gonna be a whole lot of boring stuff, a whole lot of filler, a whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of nada, niet, numpka, a whole lot of mbanu. And they're going to try to drag it out for 2 episodes when really it's a strong one. But if in fact Marlo's phone number was in Mark's phone records, maybe that was why Kenya appeared to be so unraveled while she was talking about her with Carlos King. Now, God's anointed daughter say Rashida put on the gram that Drew and Ty been vibing. I said that. I said so. What I do know about Rashida, we just saw Rashida out posted up with Marlo and her nephews over at their restaurant. So I'm just like, I guess she ain't nobody that's finna try to save Drew. I don't know. I don't know how close her and Marlo is, but it sure looked like they was, real cool. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Moonchild 712. Candy need to be quiet, always siding with somebody's husband. That's Todd's friend. Oh. I mean, but hold on. But now let me say this, and I'm not ever finna defend no Candy. You know that's the last person I'm gonna defend. But was Candy, let's be clear, was Candy defending Ralph or was Candy defending herself because Drew called her a liar? I just want to be clear. Make sure we saying what we saying. Hey, Brat's doll, yes, RHOA is boring as hell. I'm telling y'all, what we've seen in this reunion trailer is all we're going to get. That's it. That's all we're going to see. And they're going to drag that little bit out with a bunch of fluff and filler for 2 episodes. I'm telling you, whatever went on behind the scenes with Drew's sister screaming at Candy, not Candy, screaming at Courtney, I'm not interested. Who cares? Ma'am, ain't you got a pill to take? What you yelling at her for? She in there talking to somebody that's supposed to be her cousin. And apparently, going by her interview, Courtney Rose's interview, Ralph been telling her a whole heap of stuff. So he comfortable enough to talk to her. Why are you in there? Ralph didn't even want you in his house. Girl, hey Diaz, what's happening? I'm just wondering, like all of that. I feel like all this drama and acting and stuff, like we had to deal with enough from Kenya. I can't deal with Drew. Now, if it come down to it and you give me an option, give me Kenya over Drew all day. Kenya might be irritating and get on my nerves, but I can really stomach her over Drew Pittman. I hate that Sadora dumb crap. Hey, Daphne Sylvester. You think both? I'm with you. I'm ready for Potomac too. After y'all done got me in trouble playing that fight. Virgo Gal say, I don't like to see anyone ganging up on one person, even if it's Drew. But who ganged up on her though? Like she got me with that one season, Virgo Gal. She'll never get me like that again. First of all, I don't see nobody ganging up on Drew. Drew has separate issues with people. She got one issue with Candy because she called a girl a lie. Candy is excited because it's the one time she was telling the truth. Okay? Candy also had an issue with Sheree. Okay? And then Drew has an issue with Sheree. Can we say that Candy and Drew is ganging up on Sheree? No, they have separate issues. I'm not buying it. That's a wrap. That ship has sailed, honey. Black Honeybees, hey. Say last year reunion teaser, Kenya says Marlo has a different name. Total lie. Now she's claiming Marlo's number is in the phone records. Reaching much. That's what I think. Because she told a whole lie. And that girl, apparently somebody from production told Marlo about that lie. And that lady had her whole birth certificate ready. So it's just a matter of Kenya's just a liar. And as much as she like to talk about, oh, it's a rumor, and even if I clear it, people keep saying it, that girl brought her whole birth certificate and cleared that lie, and you still repeated it. Moonchild say, why is Candy always spilling her friend's tea on TV? Now, that's the real question, baby. That's the real question. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I don't even blame her. I blame them. Y'all know that y'all sit up and drink and engage and stuff, and she don't drink and sit back in the corner and watch y'all so she could talk about it. And she's been doing this for how long now? And you know how she moves. So why the hell would y'all be getting loose and doing all type of stuff in her presence? You know she gonna talk about it. But at the same time, let me say this. Toyota Forever brought it out first. Candy never brought it out. Candy wasn't just out there like, ooh, let me repeat that. They were too busy that season, if y'all recall, trying to make us believe that Portia slept with a stripper, which I never did because it sounded stupid. And they knew it wasn't true, but just kept saying it. Darren Hood said Candy is more on Ralph and Courtney's side, especially after what's about to go down on Speak on it, Aaron, after the finale. Well, what's about to go down? Because y'all know I'm never going to watch the lie on it. I don't have time for the lie on it. But if the people who were plotting are now fighting each other, I'm interested. Black Cherry, hey girl, say Shanitra in the royal family. I'm late, but I finally caught a live. Okay, life been whooping your butt. Well, hit back. Bob and Weave says Bob and Weave. Virgo Gale say I heard Drew call Portia when she ran off the stage. What the hell she called Portia for? Portia didn't need nobody to help her. So why you calling Portia? Why can't you stand on your own instead of constantly tucking your neck and your shoulders and storming off? Velda say Drew is lying about her kiss to keep Ralph from having ammo. Well, that ship is sailed too because they got the screenshot of the text messages, and I believe Anthony is behind that, or Ralph, Anthony or Ralph, because y'all gave me an alternate theory because I really was thinking it was Anthony until y'all said it could have been Ralph, and Ralph does seem like he real calculated as hell. Like he's sitting up there, he could be smiling at that girl, and he the one gave up them text messages whole time. Could have been him whole time. Mm-hmm. She ain't a friend of nobody. Talking about Candy, no, Candy ain't nobody friend now. Nobody friend. I must say though, I will say this as a sidebar. I saw Riley little 21st birthday pictures. She was so cute. And I thought it was cute that her and her mama, she made her mama take a shot with her. Candy was cute with her daughter. I don't know. I think I like these ladies being mothers. I like them with their children. I like them with their families, all except Todd. I just don't like I don't like him. I don't like that garden gnome. But it was just so cute to see her with Riley. I say, look at little Riley. She done grew up right in front of us, y'all. That was so adorable. I said, look at her. Her's a big girl now. It was so cute. But anywho, I digress. Yeah, she ain't nobody friends. You know, we know. Dana say Candy Liquor always throw a rock and hide her hands. But Candy didn't get them text messages, though. I want to know who came up with the text messages. Say, but Candy allowed Mama Joyce to gaslight Todd. No, she should. What Mama Joyce should have did was throw gas and light Todd. I don't know how she gaslit him. Y'all know I'm with Joyce 100%, 125% against Todd every day. Whatever Joyce does to Todd is fine with me. Y'all know I'm the wrong person for that. Okay, I'm Team Joyce. I have always been Team Joyce. I will always be Team Joyce. Always. Moonchild say not true. Candace said y'all kissed, and originally Toya said no. And Candace said, oh, I thought you did. Then Toya said at the reunion we kissed. Why keep giving husbands ammo? Well, okay, I might have got the timeline wrong. My bad. But let's just say this. If she kissed that woman, did Candy give him ammo or did Drew give him ammo kissing a woman? I'm just asking. See, it's a little thing called accountability. A little tiny little minuscule pip of a thing called accountability. You could claim anything you want to. If I ain't did it, it ain't no ammo. But if I do it and you talk about it, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? You not giving nobody ammo. I gave it to you. Langell said, I definitely think Portia F. Bullet. I don't believe that because it's too much proof to the opposite. Too many people have come out to say that was a storyline. So I didn't believe it then. I don't believe it now. Like it don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. That's why Tanya left everybody alone because that was one lie she couldn't handle. Oh, Courtney gonna be on the speak. Ooh, listen. That might be entertaining. I ain't even gonna hold you. That might be entertaining. Black Cherry say this whole show is a mess. I haven't watched one episode this season. Wish I didn't. Thank you for suffering for us. You welcome. Okay, I wish I hadn't. I wish. I wish. Ooh, I wish I hadn't. Say y'all leave Potard alone. They need to leave Potard off our screens. I don't like him. Moonchild say Candy gave him ammo. Everybody know Drew was being abused emotionally and that. How? Ralph been cheating and gaslighting Drew. She didn't. Child, if you believe that, I got some land to sell you in the middle of the Everglades. That man ain't emotionally abusing nothing. Them people was acting for that TV. They was pretending to still be together when they wasn't. According to her, coming up, they've been in different bedrooms. Anthony already told that they ain't got no type of relationship or nothing. He doing his thing, she doing her thing. Who is emotionally abusing her? I don't believe none of that. Talking about Tanya had Bolo and Portia Watch. I don't believe neither one of them women slept with that man. I don't. Darren Hood say Courtney will be on speak on it. I just want to see what she'll say about Ralph and Drew's situation. Ooh. If it's any worse than what she said in that interview, I'm scared to see it. I mean, okay, well, listen, there's a 2-bed, 3-bath in the middle of the Everglades, okay? Never rains, perfectly dry. You'll be safe. Don't mind the gators. They're just like puppies. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. Drew is a liar. Drew is a liar. Before I'm going to believe anything Drew Pittman has to say, I'm going to need 5 witnesses who do not live with her and are not related to her to sign affidavits and give a thumbprint. Drew is a liar. If she say he emotionally abused her, I'm going to believe he bought her a new goldfish every day. I don't believe nothing she say. I don't see evidence of that. I don't. What I do see evidence of is that Drew is a liar. Dana Cutler say Drew is emotionally abusing me every time she on TV. Girl, me too. Me too. Me and my homegirl. She's upsetting us. She's upsetting me and my homegirls. I can't stand nobody that lie every other word. I can't stand it. Girl, yes, we're going to always agree to disagree because we got love on the porch. Now, we can disagree about them people, but that don't stop me from loving you. But that hoe is a liar, and I can't believe nothing she say. I don't know better. What I do know is, let me tell you what I do know. Bianca, I ain't finna say too much. You know what I'm saying? You got my number. Text me if I go too far. But I know somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. See, it's somebody that's real close to her. They be running their mouth and whatnot. And see, Miss Drew done been on the phone when she didn't know people was listening and the phone was on speaker because the Negro was high-siding and trying to show off and stuff. And let me just tell you, baby, you don't know what you think you know. And let me just tell you, baby, you don't know what you think you know. See, I can't say everything I want to say because I don't have permission. But let me just say this. That some of my girls are some of everywhere. That's all I'm going to say. Some of my girls are some of everywhere. And see, anywhere you look up and you see a pretty girl, you better wonder if that heifer is one of my girls. Because see, one of my girls happened to be present. And she happened to hear, some things on a phone that was on speaker. When somebody didn't know they was being heard, when they was being heard, when they was saying what they was saying, when they was being heard. You understand me? Drew is a liar. And I'm going to stand on that. Drew's a liar. Big one with no neck. California Cutie said, hey, Drew is an actor. Keep acting for the cameras. Thank you, sis. Tell him again. Lord, sis say the chromosome missing. Baby, I don't know about no chromosomes, but I can tell you that hoe is a liar. Thank you, Velda. She thinks she running game. You can't. Not with girls that's really been around. Now, I already knew she was alive before I heard what I heard. Moonchild said, I'm not mad at Drew getting her lit back on Ralph. Like you said, Anthony Ben told it. Yeah, they not together. How is that emotional abuse? She out there with somebody chewing on her pastries. Hey, Miss Sparkle, y'all, it's our Mary Kay lady. She in the house. If you need your stuff, y'all need to holler at her. She out there in the streets with heavy on the streets with a cake, getting her pastries chewed on. You understand me? Somebody down there saying the alphabet, whistling Dixie. On her pastries, while he out there doing his thing. Where is the emotional abuse? Was she emotional abusing while she was oohing and I'm? Where was the emotional abuse? See, y'all fall for anything these people say. I know better. And I know better. Right, Divine Miss M. She can't even do wrong right. Everything about that heifer is backwards. 2 left feet. Girl, all men lie. But that don't change the fact that Drew lied every other word. And I'm telling you, she's a liar. Ain't no emotional abuse. Them people ain't been together like that for a minute. They held off on that divorce to give her a storyline for that goddamn show. Black Cherry says she needs to get permission and come back and tell us. I want to know. Thank you, Bianca. Say you can definitely stand on that one a whole lot. Thank you. I'm just saying. When you see a pretty girl, you better wonder if she mine. That's all I'm going to say. That's my only PSA for that. Velda says, I still don't care for Rev. I don't care for him either, but it don't change the fact that whole line. See, y'all know me. Me disliking somebody is not enough to make me stand on some bull crap. If I know it's a lie, I'm going to point it out and I'm going to jump up and down and yell, that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie, because that's who I am. I don't care. Yeah, it's not your twins' mama. She was out there getting her pastries chewed on. Yes. Yes, no. Y'all hit the like button. So if you out here getting your pastries chewed on, and he out here having people saying karaoke, where was the emotional abuse? Because it sounded like y'all was doing the same thing. It sounded like that blues song, Equal Opportunity. Now that's what it sounded like to me. To me, is what it sounded like. This ain't giving cheating in the next room. This is giving me equal opportunity. This is very much giving me Peggy Scott Adams. I'm getting what I want. Okay. She just not getting it where she wanted from. Now that's what it's giving. That's right, Velda. I don't care. I don't care. A man lying, that's like, okay, water's wet, sky's blue, up is that way. It's real odd that you find a woman that lie as much as Drew Pittman lies. It's just ridiculous. It's infuriating. Jacob Post says, stop in to say hello, auntie and family. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, baby. Hit the like button. Jen Jones say Drew had to get married and still date other people. Right. Now, that's what the hell went on. They probably should have never got married in the first place, but I wasn't there. Ain't my business. That boy said they met at a swingers club. Somehow I believe that. Moonchild said, I get you, pretty gang here. Just because we both doing us don't mean I can get spoke down to and disrespected in the process. Now, that's where the emotional abuse comes in. When did he emotionally abuse her? I didn't see none of that. I ain't seen none of that. Who disrespected her? I ain't seen none of that. Because I know we're not talking about that fake trip to Tampa. All right, Drew should have given Ralph an NDA. I mean, they both should have gave each other an NDA because sound like he do just as much nasty stuff as she do. I think they the nasty couple. So who was going to sign it? Both of them? BOFFUM, both of them. That's who's gonna sign it because they both nasty. They both be doing nasty stuff with nasty people. So who gonna sign it? Asking for a friend. Who gonna sign it? Just curious. Just curious. Just wondering. Mm-mm. I want to know who got them text messages. That's what I want to know. How they got them and who brought them out. Hey, Miss Nisi, I'm more interested in that than anything. Moonchild say your rap super disrespectful. I'm not talking about the temp. I'm talking about how he speak to her. He talked down to her. That to me, I don't get that from him. When he talking to her, I get exhausted, sick of her. I'm not getting disrespect. I'm getting exasperation. But I mean, that's a matter of perspective. I get, anything's possible. Mm. Child, why somebody in the comments on social media say, I hate how y'all not seeing this. Drew keep pointing out all the bad about Rev when she just got caught in a lie about Ty. Then keep lying about Toya. Y'all kiss is not the worst thing in the world. So I'm just glad that some people are seeing this lady. This is ridiculous. Mm. I'm mad that this is what they got for the reunion, y'all. We gonna suffer. We gonna suffer. I see your perspective too, sis. I see it. I can see how you could see it that way. I just like for me, just this lying lady need to go. I fear that they're gonna make her sit through another season of her lying. Like, God darn it, we done did how many years of listening to Kenya lie? At least Kenya give us something entertaining in between the lies every now and then, something like that. I need Drew gone. I can't take this. Black Cherry said, I bet Drew sent him. You know what, Black Cherry? Plot twist. Drew probably gave up them text messages herself so she'll have something to act, dramatic about. She weird like that. She's a strange little duck. Hey, Virgin Love. Oh, right. Oh, my. Oh, my. Jacob said, I'm sure Thirsty Ty shared them messages with Rashida, then fed it to Candy and Sheree. Ooh. Sure coulda. I ain't think of that either. Boy, y'all got them alternate theories for me. When I walked in here this morning, I was certain in my mind it had to be Anthony until I started talking to y'all. Now we done figured out that it could have been Anthony. It could have been Ralph and he playing innocent. I love my wife. It could have been Drew herself trying to have something to be dramatic and goofy about. Or it could have been wait, what was that last one? It could have been Ty that gave him to Rashida. That's a theory. But I don't know how close Ty is with Rashida. Moonchild said, either way, nobody on that cast is above nonsense, some more than others. That's right. There you go, baby. Now that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Ain't no angels over there. Miss Sparkle say Mimi said a while ago that Ty and Drew is dating. I remember when Mimi said that. I do, but I don't know how close Ty is with Rashida. Now that's what I would like to know. That part. Jen Jones said throw the whole cast away except for Marlo and her fashions. Yeah, don't throw them clothes out. Because you know that girl spent some money on them clothes. Please don't throw those clothes out. Even if Marlo go, don't throw out the clothes, Lord. Listen, them some nice clothes, some bad rags. Moonchild, I say, I believe what Jacob said for sure. I'm not putting it past Ty. It was a setup for Drew. Ooh. You know what? Moonchild is Moonchild for the win. Moonchild for the win. God darn it. I think you on to something. You know what? That feels right because I thought that this was real strange. Oh, oh no. Mm-mm. 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 Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had to change the ticker tape. God damn it. Moonchild 712 for the win. I knew something ain't feel right. I knew it in my spirit, in my gut. Moonchild, you said it, and that's what was missing. I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. I believe it in my bones. I believe that in my bones. That makes sense. That makes sense, Lord. Moonchild, you on to something. Ooh, Moonchild is on to something today, y'all. Man, this some stuff right here. But now, Moonchild, who tell me who would have put her up to it? Would it have been Ralph because he know that she be getting her pastries chewed on? Would it be Anthony so that she could make a fool out of herself? Would it have been it wouldn't have been none of the ladies on the cast. Who else could it have been? The production company. Ooh, dang, Dana. It could, oh my God. Ty is slimy. So she could have done that. Yeah, she'd have been making her rounds lately, Ashley. Yes, she have. Oh. Wait a minute. Is Allison the sister? No, I don't believe that now. I don't believe that. But it being a setup is real possible. It's plausible. Black Cherry said, I'll be watching the reunion. The trailer seems better than the whole season based on the YouTube reviews. Drew trying to stay employed by any lie necessary. You know what? She could have paid that girl to act like they go together too. She definitely trying her hardest to get that check for season 16. She need them checks, man. And I ain't mad. Like, checks is real. You know, I'm not one of them people that believe in trying to shame people. Oh, she need that check. Negro, we all need our checks. That's why everybody be working. That's why this sewing machine coming on when I go off of here. That's why people is punching them clocks. That's why y'all sending them emails. That's why some of y'all at y'all desk at work right now laughing at me. Because we all need them checks. Ooh, Moonchild say, trust me, my people ATL been there a long time, connected to the industry. I'm telling you, pretty gang right here. Okay, I know that's right. I like that, pretty gang. I love it. Gang, 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 gang. I love it. Okay. Jacob said, when we come together, we can figure anything out on this here porch. Well, girl, I got some folks in Atlanta too. Mm-hmm. Let me see what. Ooh, that just made my brain just like, ripple. Girl, now I'm wondering. Now you got me wondering. Jen Jones say Todd was a part of production, so that theory makes sense. Wait a minute. Are you saying Todd and Candy sent that girl after Drew? Now listen. Listen. Ooh. 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 Oh, that's a lot. Yes, Ashley say Ty always gave me gay for pay. Yep, she definitely don't be liking them TV girls, but she be messing with them for clout, man, and for bread. Yep, that's some of that give me my money action. I'm with you. I'm with you. Production and ratings. Candy got to stay employed to keep the little man happy. Oh, Lord. I was reading that just dry long, so I had no idea what I was in for. I appreciate it though. It was interesting. You know, I can't stand that little garden gnome, so that was cute. Yeah, Allison is the sister. I thought so. Yeah, I don't believe that sister did nothing to her at all. Black Cherry say amen to the checks, but I ain't gonna lie on national TV and look like a whole fool. Girl, me either. It's a lot of stuff I'm not gonna do for the bread. Now, if I was one of them girls that'll do anything for the bread, baby, I'd have been rolling in dough by now. I'm not that type of girl. There's limits over here. Candy looking at garden gnome is too close to production. Are they anymore? I know they used to be. By the way, Candy being handled, I don't think the same people is there no more. Moonchild, I'm saying Todd been producing behind the scenes with Candy from Jump. That's true. Now that right there, that's true. That right there, what you just said, Moonchild, that's true. Girl, you just made my brain wake all the way up. It was, listen, like 40% of my brain was still halfway asleep. Because y'all know I don't sleep at night. I be up all night. So like 40% of my brain was over here hitting the snooze button, under the cover, snuggled down, blankets tucked up underneath the feet, everything. And then Moonchild came with that. Child, my whole brain is up right now. By the time I come back to finish dragging Quentin the crackhead Dineva, girl, I'm gonna be firing on all cylinders. Fooling with y'all. All cylinders. Have mercy. That's true. Everybody talented don't have to do them tricks for time. Man, look at her. Man, look at her. This is a mess. This is a mess. I told y'all the only thing that really got me hung up and hanging upside down is them text messages. How they get them? Who gave them up? Sheree brought them there, but who the hell gave them to Sheree? There's somebody that couldn't even manage to buy drop ship clothes for China for 14 years. And then when they got there, she couldn't manage to iron them. But she managed to get phone records. When the hell Sheree became Charlie's Angels? Somebody gave her them things. That's what I'm trying to say. Nano, Bookie, where you been? I missed you. With your crazy self. Where you been? Carlos told y'all it's the dark side of reality TV. Jacob, he sure said it. Oh my goodness. This is a lot. This is a lot. It's, you know what? It's so many possibilities. It's so many possibilities as to where them text messages could have come from. And if I'm being honest, that's the only thing I'm concerned about from what I saw. I don't care nothing about Drew tucking her neck in her shoulders and storming off and fake crying. I don't care nothing about her bad acting. I don't care nothing about Kenya trying to insult an outfit that looked better than everything in her closet. I don't care nothing about them phone records. We don't know why the hell them people were speaking. They two grown people. They can talk about any goddamn thing they want to. I don't care. I'm not interested in Sheree and Candy body versus face. And even at that, Sheree's face still looked better than Candy's. Not interested. Not interested in Drew getting a bag that she could have bought for a whole year. Okay? I'm not interested in any of those things. But I want to know who the hell and how the hell we get them text messages. Because the text messages on Ralph's phone talking about bring the ding-a-ling back. We know Drew went and got them messages out that man's phone. Like, that ain't rocket science. You dig what I'm saying? However, the text messages between Drew and Ty, I have questions. I have questions as to how they were procured. How were they procured? Moonchild say, who gave the text messages? Look at the ones fighting for their spot. Look at the ones who in competition for Drew not to shine. Let's get into it. Drew wouldn't shine if you covered her in chrome paint. Ain't nobody trying to stop her from shining. It's not possible. This girl been acting since she could crawl and she still ain't shining. Shine ain't possible for her. Ain't nobody trying to stop her from shining. We trying to stop her from lying. California Cutie say yes, because we know Sheree ain't the sharpest tool in the box. She definitely had help. Hello, good night. Sheree couldn't think herself out of a wet paper bag. Now all of a sudden, she Nancy Drew. How she get it? Dana say Candy let Bravo use her for a spinoff to get the ratings up. Candy's keeping her checks coming in. Everybody keeping their checks coming in. Everybody keeping their checks coming in. Jacob said, "I believe in my shondo that Candy had should represent the tech." Ooh, but you think so with the way they bickering and arguing back and forth? I don't know about that now. That would be fun. That would be very funny, but I don't think so. And you know, Candy been kind of on the edge about her for a minute because she couldn't get her to jump on the hate train about Marlo. She couldn't get her to, you know, join in and help them have the numbers to kind of push Marlo out. Because if they could have got the numbers, they'd have just said, well, ain't none of us gonna film with her to get her out. But they couldn't get the numbers. Hey, Mood Makers girl, how you been doing? I hope you having a lovely Friday morning, lovely. Black Cherry say Bravo Andy paid Ty to send them to Sheree. Sheree will be back next season. Yeah, well, Sheree, you know, they kind of have to keep Sheree at this point. They don't have much to work with. They don't. Candy and Todd movie gonna be on Peacock. Well, that explains why they were showing all them scenes of that boring movie instead of showing Kenya's spa opening. And instead of her being mad at the executives and Candy, she tried to make it about Marlo. That little blurb about Marlo did not push you out. What pushed you out was that whole long mess about filming that movie for Candy. That's what pushed you out. And you got pushed out because Candy is still on them people payroll heavily. Moonchild say it is the fact. The fact is, no, Drew isn't shining. She uses RHOA to rebrand herself, just like Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya Moore. She trying to rebrand herself, Moonchild, but she rebranding herself as a liar. Like, what the hell she want to do? Go into politics? If you call yourself rebranding yourself, and the only thing you establishing yourself as on this show is a liar, unless she finna be a Trump advisor, a Biden advisor, or maybe run for city council, what the hell is that going? How is that gonna help her? Like, if she trying to go into politics, then okay, you prove that you can lie real good. Like, what else are we gonna use the lying skill for? Darren Hood said Candy and Todd's The Past featuring Drew debuts August 27th on Peacock. Yep, well, there you go. Whoop, there it is. Jacob Pug said, I don't believe Candy knew Sheree was coming at her at the reunion. Candy fed the text to the bone collector. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't buy that theory. I still say Moonchild for the win because I feel like Drew got set up. I think people really get a kick out of watching her lie and flop around like a fish out of water with her neck tucked in. Now, I don't know why people enjoy that. It's very uncomfortable to watch. I get a lot of secondhand embarrassment watching Drew Pittman, but some people like it. Moonchild said just like Cynthia, Candy, and Kenya, she's following them like a dummy is what I'm saying. Oh, you mean she trying to do what they did and she just messing it up? I mean, I guess that's possible, but I'm just like this. Ooh, I would say this: seeing her on this show explains why she never quite blew up and sparkled the way she probably would have liked to. I'm just saying. It's interesting. It's interesting. Hold on. Nano say I have to rewatch this entire live because I want to hear you breaking down and tearing apart that trailer. That trailer is just, I think them. I honestly, I think them few little scenes that we saw is all we gonna get for the whole thing. They claiming a 2-part, and I think that all that there is spread out over all 2 parts. I think we gonna get a whole lot of fluff, some insults, some bad acting from Drew Pittman, and that's gonna be it. Like, I really feel like that's what we gonna get. Okay, boo. Okay, okay. Jacob said, "Can we talk about how messy Andy was with these questions to Drew?" I mean, yeah, he was messy, and I'll give you that. Andy was messy. Y'all know I don't like him either. Hell, at this point, I don't think I like too many people on this show. Or Bravo as a network, if I'm being completely honest and transparent. However, Andy kind of had to ask the question because they made such a big issue out of it on the season. Very messy. Very messy. Nano, they saying it's two parts. And while I'm upset that I have to sit through two parts, I am indeed grateful that I don't have to sit through three. I'm just saying. Definitely what I saw in the trailer, not enough for two, but I'm just gonna thank God that it ain't three and try to put the pieces of my life back together because they have really tortured me this season. They really have. They tortured me. I don't even know how I survived. I don't. Moonchild, give permission for the mics and the camera, baby. Give permission for the mics and the camera if you can hear me. Like when they ask for permission to hook up to your mic and camera, you have to say yes. And then you can turn your camera off if you want to, but you have to give permission for the mics and the camera. I hope she can hear me. Okay, here we go. Turn your camera off, baby, if you don't want to be seen. You don't have to do black screen. You see the little camera at the, there you go.
I can hear you now.
All right. Good morning, doll. How are
Good
you?
afternoon.
Okay, you must be on the East Coast. All right, all right. Good afternoon. All right.
Good afternoon. I'm on the
Yeah,
East Coast. It's giving me like a lot of feedback.
really
Yes, I'm on the East Coast.
nice, nice. It sounds like you probably got a delay or something. But what I'm gonna do is while you talking, I'm gonna mute and see if that helps. Okay. You there?
Okay.
All right.
I'm here. It is a delay.
Yep, it's a delay. Go ahead and tell them people what you think, honey. Help yourself. Hey, Ian.
Um, I think what I said. Everything that I said, I think. I think that Jacob is on it. Sheree was I think that Sheree was fed those text messages either from Anthony or maybe Candy. I'm sorry, Candy hands ain't clean. And we've been watching Candy hands not be clean for a long time. Very long time.
That's true. That is true now. Do you have your YouTube window open? Because if you got your YouTube window open, that may be was making it delay or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'll close it.
Wait, you heard me that good?
Uh-huh.
Oh, what in the that must mean the delay is gone because I'm talking now and you hearing me now.
I
Okay,
just
so
took it off.
oh, okay, bet. That's what's
I,
up.
I just
So
took it
we can
off.
talk now. So
Yeah.
look, okay. Y'all really think Candy would have got well, how would Candy have gotten them though?
From Ty and Rashida.
So you think Candy might have been working with Rashida and Ty to set this girl up and got them text
I don't
messages
hear
from
you
Ty?
now.
You don't hear me now?
Okay, you got to say it again. Repeat what you said.
Okay. So you think that Candy was working with Rashida and Ty to set Drew up and then got the text messages from Ty to expose her?
I don't think that maybe it was like a malicious setup,
Uh-huh.
but we just got to recognize they are they are in the friend group. Ty is in that inner circle.
I
Ty
don't know
is
about
in
her
that
being
inner
in no inner
circle.
circle now.
Yes,
I
she
don't know about
is.
that.
Yes, she is.
Because
She came in that inner circle through Mimi, and Mimi and Rashida is tight.
Mimi and
Okay?
Rashida is cool, but that don't mean that Ty cool with Rashida like that.
Mm, how did
Because
how is Mimi
I know for a fact.
able how
Hmm?
was Mimi able to come out and say blah 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 blah? Like we can't forget
Because
Mimi
her
is
and that
having a
girl is
role in it too.
because Mimi is still messing with Ty. And she found
Right.
out about just like anybody. If they going with
Right.
somebody, they're gonna find out who that person is messing with. That don't
Right.
make Rashida be close with Ty.
Listen, just this, listen,
Mhm.
listen to what you just said.
Right,
Mimi and Ty still messing with each other.
right.
This is how Mimi know. Mimi
Wait a
could have
minute.
went in
Wait,
that
wait.
phone
I got
and
you.
went in them text messages.
What,
Come on,
girl?
baby. Come on, baby.
That's
Come
my
on.
girl.
Come on.
So wait a minute. So that would mean, wait a minute, we gotta revise our theory then. That wouldn't mean I gave up the text message. That would mean that
Just a
Mimi got,
theory.
yep, that would mean that Mimi got the messages out Ty phone.
Come on with it.
And get so Ty ain't in on no setup. Ty was just being a
Listen, let
hoe
me tell
again.
you something.
Oh
Let me tell you
shoot.
something. Just as
Oh
easy
shoot.
as Ralph could have gave it to Anthony,
Oh,
just as easy as
oh.
Mimi could have gave it to Rashida. Okay?
Yes, God.
We talking about the inner circle. All right?
But not
Let's
and
talk
but
about
hold
that
on.
inner circle.
But not only that, hold on. But wait, there's more. There's more. Sheree know these people too, and that's what y'all keep leaving out.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Y'all
I ain't
forget.
leaving it out.
Y'all forget that part.
That's why
You
I keep
looking at the
saying
love and hip hop in a
inner
circle. Them people
circle.
in Atlanta moved together. Sheree been a part of the
And married to medicine. Let's get
Sheree
into it.
Sheree has been a it girl, since she was still young and the it girl. She
Since she was
always
still
been
young.
around. She always been that girl.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
in
Way
reality,
before all of them. Way before Real
way before
Housewives,
all,
way before Love and Hip Hop,
but this is
Sheree
the
has
thing.
been that girl.
Ray has been the it girl, which was why I thought it was so strange of her. You had been cool with Nene this whole time. Then the minute she gets you on this show and you see that Nene's blowing up, now you don't like
Yeah,
her no more.
because she was hated and she didn't have Bob's money to surpass Nene or Nene's talent to get to where Nene was getting. Sheree's
But
not
but
funny.
but you don't think that's kind of messed up though? You was cool being her friend as long as you had more than her.
Absolutely. Sheree was a hater. Sheree is a hater, just like the rest of that inner circle. Okay? They
You
all
know what?
haters.
That's true. That whole circle is inauthentic and phony as hell. But you know what? That's real Atlanta. Atlanta be real phony and fake, girl.
There
I
you
went to
go. We
listen.
already know.
I lived there for a while. I went to college in Atlanta. I'm a CAU grad, so I
Okay.
know how phony them Atlanta girls be moving now.
All,
Okay.
all I could say, all I'm gonna say is I'm from New York City. I'm from the Bronx, and they don't have Bronx Day down there for nothing. We've been out there a
Mm,
long time.
girl, I remember. I ain't gonna say what
You
year I was.
remember?
I'm not gonna say what set of years I was down there. I'm still trying to pass for 25. I don't care if don't nobody.
Me too. Me too.
I don't care if
Pretty
don't
gang.
nobody
Pretty
believe it.
gang.
I'm gonna run with it. I'm gonna run with it. Okay. But this is the thing, right? That makes sense. If Mimi got them text messages and got a copy of them hoes and was like, "No, I'm gonna let y'all see,"
Like we
because
saying,
she want to
it
spray.
could have came, but it came from that inner circle.
It came.
Bottom
It came
line.
from that crew. It came from that crew. I'm not saying Candy because Candy wouldn't need to be in on that. Mimi could have took that straight to Sheree. Now,
Candy is a hater.
well, Candace a big hater. She nasty as hell. But I just feel like this don't have her hand on it. number one, I
Let
can't
me
see
tell you
her.
something.
I can't see her, and this just me reading the situation. And I'm pretty good with picking up on people. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see her giving that to Sheree on Drew when literally they had a whole schism between their group because she was angry that she couldn't get Sheree on their side to attack Marlo.
The
I
thing,
don't
the
see it.
thing is that all right, just like you say, you see what Candy do. Candy do a lot of devious, conniving stuff behind the
Yep,
scenes,
she
and then
throws
when
my
it's brought to
shoe
her,
out of her
then when
hand.
it's brought to her, she act like a deer caught in the headlights. Like, what? No, and then start crying. But you was my friend. But you
That's
was
when
my
she turned to
friend,
it.
and I didn't tell it because you was my friend. I didn't tell it when all along she was the one who was telling it.
Like I got all that, but and I don't put it past her if it were someone
I'm
else
I'm I'm
bringing,
I'm not
if
I'm
it
not
was
I'm not
somebody
saying
else
it was
bringing the mess.
Candy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was responding to Jacob
Yeah.
theory. Like, yeah, now I'm not seeing Candy on this one. I'm
No.
definitely seeing Rashida's involvement. It definitely makes sense that Mimi was the one that got them text messages out Ty's phone because the only way for Ty to have given it up would have been if Ty was really just, there for pay and clout and
In
somebody
and out
sent
for
her after
Nene.
that
I
girl.
mean, in and out with Mimi. Because from what we hear, her and Mimi broke up for a long time. Well, months or a year or something like that
They've
before
been
that.
messing
So I'm
around
like,
the
how would
whole
Mimi
time
know? How would
because they
Mimi
were
know
still
that
messing
Ty and Drew?
around. Because they were
Exactly.
still messing around. It wasn't that they broke up like that.
Exactly.
They still was going together.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something else. What I know for a fact.
Mm,
Anywhere there's a pretty girl, watch your back. First of all,
facts.
First of all, while she was messing with Mimi, she kept cheating. She was at some lesbian party with another girl turning up, doing all type of stuff.
Mm,
And then when that got out, she got mad because one of the girls that was at the party went to talking about that. Now that
wow.
wasn't necessarily all over the blogs or whatever, but it was
Right.
one blog in particular that I will not mention that
Mm-hmm.
told it and Mimi and not Mimi, but Ty was pissed off, blocked the girl and everything else. Ty
Wow.
has been doing stuff. Like it's apparently now I don't know this for a fact because I've never been to
Mm-hmm.
any lesbian
Right.
parties.
This is
You
all
understand me?
allegedly fair use and all of that because we're not trying to get
But
your
listen
channel
here.
struck down because we
But
know
it
they
ain't
haters.
no fair use because I ain't using nobody content. I'm gossiping. I'm doing what
I
I know
feel
how to
you.
do.
I
Let
got
me
you.
tell you something. I am an Ocala, Florida native, honey. I've been gossiping my whole life and I does it well. When I gossip, I talk about what I heard firsthand. I don't do the grapevine 3, 4, 5 people. If I'm telling you something, this is what I heard. And when you hear me say this is what I heard from somebody who was looking at you.
Right.
Now,
I
from what
get you.
I
I'm not
heard,
really a gossiper
well, I
either.
am, and I'm finna give y'all the gossip. Now, from what I heard, and I wasn't there because I don't go to lesbian parties because I ain't never been no lesbian.
Right.
Shout out to the lesbians if that's what y'all want to do.
Right.
But apparently, there's the lesbian party that goes on yearly down in Miami, Florida, in my home
Mm.
state. Mm-hmm. Yes. I believe they call it the sweet heat, is what I heard. That's what I heard. Now that's what the children say.
Mm.
And I heard that Ty is a regular down in Miami to the sweet heat.
Okay.
Even while she with Mimi and she don't be bringing Mimi down there to the sweet heat.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Mimi's whole gag with Ty has been trying to catch her cheating.
Right.
And
Sounds like it to
this
me.
heifer here stay cheating. So what this is giving me is Drew is just another one on the roster. And when Mimi saw this, oh, another TV person, like you be cheating with everybody, now you cheating with another TV hoe. Oh,
Right.
that's why Mimi went public.
Right.
But I didn't know, unbeknownst to us, that Ola Remy actually took screenshots of the text messages. Olu Remy. Girl, you went too deep. This
Mm.
too much. Now Sheree got him.
I'm telling you.
Hey,
I agree.
Ooh, Oluremi. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
And let me just say for the record, I don't know why she don't go by her whole name. I hate that Mimi crap. Her real name is prettier.
Her real name is pretty.
I mean, shout out to all the lovely Yoruba ladies.
Yes.
It's so much prettier than Mimi. Oluremi.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do this? Why? She really was disturbed by this one. Now she done caught this girl cheating 50, 11 times, but this one right here is the one that disturbed her.
Because Drew is
On
an
TV.
actress.
She on TV. Yeah. It's a matter
She's
of,
an
oh, you
actress.
trying to, I feel like Mimi felt a certain type of way, like, oh, Drew, you trying to get back on, not Drew, but Ty, you trying to get back on TV, huh?
Right.
And she was gonna put a
And
stop to
sometimes
that.
it's not even about TV. Just like you said,
Mm.
that culture down in Atlanta is all about catching the shine. It's all about clout chasing. It's all about making yourself to be more than what you really are.
Well, darling, it looks like Oluremi said, what you not finna do is get back on TV, clout chasing with this one. I'm gonna blow that spot all the way
But let's
up.
be for real. Drew want to keep her little, bisexual activities undercover. She it's an image. You know what I mean? She's trying to protect that image. That she ain't really getting down like that. She was trying to protect that image like I'm married, I'm all about my kids, everything is all stable, which we all know is BS.
Well,
You know
honey,
what I
that
mean? And
ship
she want
has
and she want to
sailed.
keep that quiet. And that was
But
the reason why
that ship
it's
sailed.
blown up. Candy think that everybody's supposed to be out in the open just like she is.
Yeah,
But
everybody
not
don't want to live
everybody
in the
want to
open.
be out in the open like that.
And I agree with that. That's just what I was finna say. If she want to keep her business private, I'm not mad at that. I don't believe nobody should be forced to do anything they don't want to do. If she want to keep her business private, be private. But I'm gonna tell you like this here. She making all the wrong moves to keep it private. How you make enemies with the likes of Anthony and think your business ain't gonna be told?
Right.
How you mess with the likes of Ty and think Oluremi is not gonna blow up your spot? Because let's be clear, Oluremi ain't no Atlanta girl. That heifer from New York City. So it ain't about the fact that Atlanta culture, whatever. Mimi ain't no more Atlanta than the Brooklyn Dodgers. Like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with Atlanta. That is a woman scorn. She going with this girl, and the girl steady tricking, and she was gonna blow up her spot. Drew made
Facts.
stupid moves that you could guarantee was gonna get you blew up like napalm. Like, why the hell
Agreed.
would you? Thank you. Why the hell would you
Agreed.
piss off Anthony? Anthony is gonna tell all of your business. That's why he was my first pick for who went and
You
got
know,
the
and
messages,
you know
because
why?
he
Clout
was his
chasing.
assistant,
Clout
and he
chasing,
but
trying to
he
have a
but,
story on the show, coming
right.
at Sheree, because Anthony had all of that information on Sheree. So she probably figured, oh, well, let me hire Anthony. Let me get cool with Anthony. Let me, open up the door for him so he could feed me information on Sheree. So that way I can have
Meanwhile,
some
Anthony is
TV
telling your
time.
business. Meanwhile, Anthony is telling your
Meanwhile, back
business.
at the ranch, Anthony
Meanwhile,
spilling all your
right.
tea.
Now he talking about stuff that we done heard alluded to. He talking about the fact that Ralph is out here, getting glizzies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And now, people is putting two and two together because the rumors was already out that he was over down to the swinging Richards.
Right.
Okay. Before they came on the show. So
Right.
it's like glizzies, swinging Richards. Okay, yeah, two and two is four all day. Now you want to cry. Now you want to make him your enemy when this man know all your business.
Know all your business because you're dumb.
All of it. Down to, and I'm sorry, Anthony is rude and he's not my type of Negro. However, I believe everything he said about her and Ralph meeting down to the Swingers Club in LA. I do
Right.
believe that she been around here getting her pastries chewed on.
But
And I do
Anthony
believe,
Anthony is another
and
one. He want to be famous too. He want
I
to be
understand that,
connected
but
too. He want TV
that
time
don't
too.
change what I'm saying. I believe everything he said about that. I believe what
Mm-hmm.
he said about them people not really being together, and the fact
I
that
believe it.
that they played it off so she'll have a storyline on this show. I
I
believe
believe
what you
that too.
said about them not having no real relationship. They in
I
different
believe that too.
bedrooms and they don't even mess with each other like that, which is
I
why I
believe
don't
that
believe none
too.
of that bull crap that Drew trying to sell us about. Oh, I was in love and he hurt me, girl. You ain't in love with nobody but them women
I
that you
believe
rolling
she could
down
have
and
been in
gassing.
love with her husband at a time.
I don't.
I do.
I
I
don't
do.
believe that not one iota. It's a lot of stuff I'm gonna believe. I believe that Donald Trump is a 38 in the waist before I
Ah!
believe that. I'm not believing that. No. Let me tell you something. I done been around hustlers, con men my whole life. I worked in the prisons for let me not say how long, because then y'all ain't gonna believe I'm too. But I've been around con artists, and Drew is a con. She's not fooling me. I've dealt with murderers and killers and liars and con men, and Drew is one of them. The only thing missing is a DC number and a blue outfit. She ain't
Ooh.
fooling. She ain't fooling me. She can fool y'all squares, but she can't fool the girl. Now let me just be real with that. It ain't gonna never happen. Never. I saw
I
a
hear you,
slow
lady.
stuttering pimp that had more game than Drew. I'm not believing her.
Now, Drew ain't got no game.
But she
I'm
said it lying.
100% on it like that.
But she
But
stay
that's why
lying
she
and
getting
lies
busted
don't
because
matter.
she staying lying. This is why it's the way that it is. This is why her marriage went the way that it did because she tried a game, but it don't work.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Nisi, that's the same Anthony that was talking about Malaysia, calling her churn dirty and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is my problem. Drew was
And
so
got
desperate.
Jackie jumped. And
Drew
got
was
Jackie jumped.
Drew was so desperate to be a part of some mess and get some mess going so she could get on here and act and try to do a housewives impersonation that she
Agreed.
invited somebody into her life who is a known and confirmed clout chaser. Any dirt he know, he gonna tell. I do
Mm-hmm.
believe, and I'm sorry, I believe everything he said about Malaysia with her
I do
orange
too.
hair. I don't believe
I
he be
believe
lying.
everything he said about Drew. I believe
Yeah,
everything he said about Malaysia.
I believe
Sure
it.
do.
I don't, he doesn't strike me as a liar. He strikes me as somebody who's messy. He strikes me as
Messy.
somebody who hangs around to hear your dirt so he could use it at a later date for his
Mm-hmm.
benefit. Now that's how he strikes me.
My love,
But
I gotta
why the
go. I gotta
hell?
go back to work. I
Oh
will be in the
man,
chat.
girl,
I will
you
be in the chat. I gotta go back to work. My half an hour lunch is over.
well, I know you better come back, sis, because you fit in
I'll
too
be in the chat.
good.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay, girl.
Okay.
Thank you for coming to holler at me.
Oh, you are so welcome. Love you.
I love you back. So, y'all, this is the thing. Why in the world would Drew Pittman agree to bring this sort of a person in her house? Like, that's my whole point. This girl she's sickening. She's sickening, and I can't take it. Listen, y'all, Moonchild better come back. Now, that's a good gospel right there, child. We could sit up and go. Ooh, I love somebody that'll gossip with me. Y'all don't understand. But no, I just I can't. I can't with her. I can't. She brought that man into her life because she wanted some mess so she could, do a housewives impersonation, which is why I told y'all I'm over housewives at this point. I am over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Even when they come up with new franchises or they do a reboot, it's never going to be authentic. It's always going to be people coming in trying to do what they saw done. That's what we're going to get. We're going to get impersonations of the biggest personalities who have been on Bravo shows. We're going to get Nene Leakes impersonations. We're going to get Phaedra Parks impersonations. We're going to get Portia impersonations. We might even get some Giselle impersonations. Maybe that's why, Drew dressed so bad. We're going to get impersonations of everybody. We're going to get impersonations of the clear girls over there in California. It's never going to be authentic. And I think Drew came on here with the intention of not being authentic. She thought Anthony was going to help her. And instead, this man collected all her dirt and shot it at her. He collected every piece of dirt he could on her and put it in a slingshot and let it rip. Yes, it has been tainted. Yeah. Thank you, Moonchild. She good for quoting Nene and trying to, do Nene impersonations. Like, girl, you couldn't. That's why you was mad. That's why you was mad. And I will never understand that with Kenya. Y'all know I said that the other day. I'm never gonna understand that with her. You got your portion, Nene got hers. She wasn't mad at you about what God gave you. What you mad at her for about what God gave her? Work your jelly and stop worrying about somebody else's. That don't make no sense to me. That's silly. That's so silly. Hey, Miss MO1 says she brought Anthony in to get dirt on Sheree and it backfired on her. The whole thing blew up in her face. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. In her neck, too. It just blew up. But if I'm being for real, y'all, I do not look forward at all to this reunion. I ain't looking forward to it. The only part of it that's bittersweet is that it signals the end of this season. Like, at least I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know that it's going to be over soon and my suffering will end. I know that. So that is the only bright spot about this reunion, is that I know it will soon be over. One day soon. It'll all be over. Lord Moonchild say Kenya is a cuckoo bird to the fullest, and that is for real. Yes, it is. She crazy as hell. She really is. Now, the jury is out on the why she's so crazy, but the heifer is truly crazy. She ain't rap tight. And that's facts. That's facts. She ain't rap tight. And even when I want to think that, oh, she just got a couple of issues, she all right, then she let all the crazy out the bag, and then you see it again. It's like, oh my. Oh Lord. And with all that being said, I still would like to see something good happen for her. I don't know how, but I still would like to see something good happen for her. You say worse than Queen Sugar? No. We ain't gonna jump out the window like that, sis. Ain't nothing worse than Queen Sugar. Dana say, thank God for football season. Go Steelers. I know that's right. You better tell them, girl. Go Steelers. Mm-hmm. That's Miss Black and Yellow. Y'all know she don't play. Y'all know she don't play. Mm-hmm. But look, I'm finna get some rest because I got to come back and we got to, finish dragging Quentin the crackhead Dineva with his fake non-apology. I have comments. I have an opinion. And I'm going to give it to you. I am. Y'all, that's about all I got for it. Mm. Mm. Whew, I just saw something else, but I ain't gonna mention it. I'm gonna mind my business for once in my life for a little while. Don't mean I won't mention it later. Miss MO1 says, sorry, I couldn't join early. I haven't been feeling well since last week, but I'm trying. That's all right, boo. Take your vitamins, drink you some hot soup. You'll get better. You strong. Let me grab a couple more comments and I'm gonna dip out and we will be back to drag a crackhead. Yes, we will. To drag a crackhead, we will be here. Moonchild say, LOL, right. Every time I try to see good for her, she let me down. Every time she's a jealous, manipulative liar. It's true. Now that's damage. You calling Drew damage, but Kenya's the one with the damage. Now I don't know where it came from. I don't know, the world may never know, but that one there, that's damage. That's damage. That's real damage right there. Miss Nisi, you're going to have to rewatch. It came in the middle. All right. Thank you for hitting the like button. So listen, ladies. Listen. Linda, listen. Thank y'all so much for hitting that like button as you came in. If you didn't hit it on the way in, please hit that bad boy on your way out. Okay. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit your notification button and click all so you'll know every time we go live over here on this good porch. Okay. Thank you. Also, if you want to join channel membership, put that crown by your name. Make yourself a member of the royal family officially. We'd love it, and we'd love to have you here so we can celebrate your birthdays, special days, and you can take part in our virtual events. I would absolutely adore it. So please, you're welcome to hit the join button below the video or the membership link in the description box. Also in the description box is the link for Royal Family merch. If you want to rock your Royal Family t-shirts, hoodies, your you need a cup for your water while you out power walking the track and stuff. We got water bottles. We even got onesies for the babies. So if you want to get your Royal Family merch, go get your Royal Family merch and represent, honey. All right. You know our colors are green and white, and we're gonna rep it all day, every day. So get yours. The merch link is in the description box. And listen, y'all enjoy the rest of your day, or at least until I come back. When I come back, y'all come back. Because we got to drag a crackhead. We'll be back for that. So listen, if nobody else says it, please understand and know that if nobody else tells you, honey, God loves you, I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. We'll talk again soon. Bye, y'all.